love. It's May May. Who's a good dog? Now, piss off. Hello, America. My name is Matthew B. Moore, and I'm here on a mission to keep you from viewing or renting or watching crap. Sometimes I talk about movies that are really good, and that's what I'm going to talk about today. Today we're going to talk about Shutter Island. Shutter Island. Directed by Martin Scorsese, starring Leonardo DiCaprio. Now, I don't want to say too much about this because if you haven't seen it and you don't really have a clear idea of what it's about, it will ruin the movie for you. So I'm only going to go a little of the ways into it. 1954 is when it takes place on this island that is designed to house the country's most criminally insane on 3 different levels. Well, I mean, male, female, and then the worst. There's Ward A, Ward B, and Ward C, where the worst ones hang out. I'll give you that. It's a mystery. I'll give you that. But I'll tell you this. The first half of the movie is so amazingly engaging that I just couldn't take my eyes off the screen. The way they incorporate the special effects with natural things is fantastic. The way they start the story, they develop and wind you in. And again, I'm not going to tell you much of a thing. I'm just going to tell you why you should watch it. But they wind you in, the music, the production design, the costumes, the actors themselves. DiCaprio is very good under Scorsese's direction. Anyway, what I'm saying is, first half of the movie is just enthralling with the music and everything. It pulls you in, and it sets you up for the unraveling of the story that happens in the last half. The only problem is you wished it was the other way around, but of course it won't work that way. It has to start this way and then unravel to the ending. There's a couple of things about the ending that I didn't really buy. And there were a couple of story places where I was like, I guess. But again, once it finished unraveling, and I was sitting on the couch with the end of the movie, just sitting there staring at the screen as the credits started to go, I was like, what is he trying to say here? And then I realized that Scorsese, through gradual progression, acting, and just good old-fashioned directing talent that you can't mess with, he took the last half of the story and completely changed a reality. And he did it so gradually and so elegantly that suddenly you got a little frustrated, but when he was finished, you're like, oh man, this is what it's about. So, Shutter Island. Now, oh man, but what happens? No. Too bad, sucker.
Producing.
It's movies like this that you want to just roll up on, like you've never seen before, ever, anywhere, for anything.
From listening to records.
And then it starts playing, and you're like, what is this? What is this movie? Oh, it's Shutter Island. Oh man! And so you're engaged within the first little bit, and you sit and you watch and you ride. Strangers on a Train did that to me. I'm sitting there and it's on, AMC, and suddenly this movie starts playing. And I'm like, what is this? Who made this movie? This is brilliant. And then boom, it was Hitch and Strangers on the Train. First time I ever even saw it or heard about it. And it had me. On this one, I knew I wanted to see it from the trailer. But I had no idea how awesome it would be. Rent smart, America.